1 second. Oh, whoops, that's why. Dar. The front camera on my mom's Note 8 is really dirty. I think some dust got in there. I gotta show that later. That's another thing for another video. I need to get you guys mounted up the way that I would like. Which, yeah. And let's give you guys a rotate. There. Well, how? You know, I'm realizing this is something that I might want to use my. I might have wanted to use my OnePlus 9 Pro for with the wide angle lens, although I don't know if the YouTube app supports that. So, starting on time. Should have waited a few moments to get everything ready. Let me go grab one more thing. Oh, actually, this is here. Oh yes, my warm fuzzy shirt jacket, fresh out of the laundry, so extra warm. Oh, this feels so good. Let's get this. Now I'm just realizing I wish I had a slightly easier way to pick up and move the camera if I needed to. I mean, I can just pop it out of the mount easily. Let's go ahead and pull up and move. That's right. Let's first of all mute my phone. Where is my channel? There we go. All right, comment monitor is on. Set you. Where am I gonna put? You know what? Set you right up there. Now something interesting. Turn on my light here. I'll have to wait a second to see it in the stream on my phone. Yeah. I tested this earlier looking at my phone's the Note 8 screen so I could see things, but this actually looks pretty decent, I think. And then, as a sample there, if I turn off the pantry light, that's what it looks like. I think that looks pretty good. And with it on, it looks better. Nice part is we can just magnet that to a can of vine ripened tomatoes. And yeah, so basically we are just digging through and weeding out a whole bunch of really old stuff in my snack bin that I said I was going to eat years ago that I haven't. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I mean, hey, if Linus from Linus Tech Tips can go dig through his attic and clean out a bunch of stuff for content, and that's a reason to motivate him to do it, well, I can do it too. I mean, I was going to do this anyways, but I'll start by moving the obvious stuff that is still good, like a giant bulk bag of pretzels and these honey roasted peanuts that, honestly, they weren't very sweet. That's a problem with honey roasted peanuts, is when they're not very sweet. Thankfully, though, well, only sort of. I was going to say, glad these are not blanched peanuts. But then again, I don't remember if I actually got around to trying the blanched peanuts that I bought one time. They were by Dan Deepak. I picked them up at Dollar Tree. And blanching is when you boil something for just a little bit of time. So, like, you'd still have some, like, vegetables blanched would still be a little bit firm. Honestly, it is just... That's a weird concept to me. Yeah, okay. So, one thing we can do, too, is put more tortilla strips in the container for them. this is something where I want to like make a marker for how big this will be filling up this bag. We don't like for filling this container because we don't have a what is it? Yeah, they don't. Winco doesn't have support for what's it called? Oh yeah, Winco doesn't have support for bringing your own containers, and so whenever I get these, I always get like too much. All I want is enough to fill this container, and then I'll refill it as I need. And so, memorizing where on a Winco bag, like about how full to fill it, that'd be a good thing to do. And I can do that. I have a good visual memory, so that's just a matter of actually like measuring it in time. But in addition to that too, you know, I could also possibly bring the container with me. This is one that I bought at Winco, so I might avoid doing that. I used to have other stuff in this too, you know, those crazy rice crackers. Oh, my legs. I am going to... I'm going to bring in this step stool. Here we go. Okay. Put this right there. This will provide me a little... That's a little easier to set. Whoops. Yeah, there's me setting. Can you... Sort of, yeah. I mean... What I really want is for you to see my legs. Ooh, you know, I'm just realizing something here with this. So let me be right back, because I'm going to grab something. Okay. Let me get a drink. I'm coming back in. See if anybody's there. Actually, hang on. I gotta check one more thing for my lens. Anybody? Nobody watching. Huh. Wonder if all the people that would normally tune in are busy. Anyways, the reason that I went out of the room is to get my, oh wait. Darn, will it? No. Oh, hey, actually, that says one watching. I don't know if it's just me or not. Let's pull you. Nope, you're fine. Yep, go ahead. So, let's just take you guys out of this. And there we go. Where is my... Where is it? There. Ooh, maybe I don't. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good enough. Not wide angle. Wide. Not wide. Wide. Yeah, there's a difference. This wide angle lens has a bit of, what's the word? Is it fringing or whatever? The edges get a little blurry. But I'm okay with that. Then we'll go ahead and mount you guys back in there. And perfect. I think that looks good enough. What am I looking at though? What am I? Let's adjust you guys just a little bit. I want to probably put you guys up just a bit. Yeah, good enough for now. I'm working on this section anyways still. There we go. Perfect. So, what do we have? So, a big huge bag of old gumballs. In fact, I think I'm going to have a gumball right now. These are all like old, they've been in a bag, so a lot of them are hard, but, I mean, you can still like suck them down. So this is something that I'm going to put in, when I have a studio set up. This is something that I'll put there, and it will, I'll slowly eat them over time, and then I won't have so much, and then I'll pick only the gum that I like. I'm going to have a seedling gum. We got a green one with a bit of red. I don't know what flavor that would be. Apple. We have a strawberry shaped one. I don't like strawberry. And we have this purple one, which is grape. Grape, first of all. You hear the candy seeds inside. Grape's not really my favorite flavor. It's got I like grape better than other flavors, especially like the oh, hard. Hi-Chew. That's a good grape flavor. It what is it? Yeah, Hi-Chew. It tastes like mom's grape juice from our own grapevines. So that is good. Yep, it's softening up. And it tastes like candy grape. Not like Hi-Chew grape. These are Bubble Babies gumballs. We tried all these, not all the flavors, but a lot of them, and all these different gumballs in a video with my friend Alex on his channel, Shadow Bro. No, on my channel, but he's from Shadow Bro. I think he's changed it to like Xanderos Gaming or something. Cause his name is Alexander, so these were the ones that were really good because the cherry ones, the red ones, they tasted like honey, and that was amazing. These are also in their own individual package. So, they're still a little dried out, but they're not as bad as the other gum that's just loose in a whole bag. But, I mean, if you're ever over and you want some gumballs, and you don't mind having to soften them up, I got tons of different flavors to pick from. So the gum's not going away. I found a Del Scorcho, Del Taco sauce packet, medium. Keeping that. That can go up here to be sorted later. Now you can't see up that high, can you? Ooh. I just got a curious idea that I'm gonna try. What would happen? What if can I rotate? Now you're probably gonna be seeing a box of spaghetti in the way. Wait for my feed update because the camera's in a weird. Yep. Yeah, now you're looking at spaghetters. So actually, what we need to do is nope. This might not be doable like I want. I was thinking, here, we're just gonna unclip you guys. That's sweet. Okay. No, I know what I want to do. Duh. I was gonna say I'm a dummy, but I think that's a little mean to say of myself. Oftentimes, I will say I'm blind as a spleen. That one I'm okay with. Bit silly, really. Bit silly. Yep. Well, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to the way that we had it. Okay. Okay, can I see? There we go. Okay, so. Wow, nobody tuning in. Everyone must be busy. This is a stream that I even scheduled beforehand. I've never done that before, but I did. Now the gum is soft, chewy. Candy seeds are gone. It has a very fake grape flavor. I forget if I tried this on stream or off. I'm pretty sure I tried this not on a stream. We have some Skittles drink mix. I'll probably give this to someone who actually likes them, because I didn't. They didn't taste the same as Skittles. They're sugar-free, though. So I didn't like them. Well, are they? Artificially flavored and low calorie. Oh, yeah, 0 sugar, right at the top there. 0 sugar. I'm sorry, Skittles have sugar in them. You can't make this taste exactly like Skittles. A lot of my friends, people who tried them, like I brought them to work once when I worked at Sweeto, they said they tasted just like Skittles. Nah, it needs the sugar. They have citric acid, artificial flavors. They were too bitter for me. Aspartame. So it looks like these are sweetened with aspartame. Nope. I'll give these to a coworker who liked them. Like apparently, according to this coworker, he claims growing up, he didn't eat, he didn't drink a lot of water. That's the only way that his mom he would drink water is with that. So, yes, I don't remember if these were in here last time, but the California or Cali-inspired Surf's Up Taco Season Slim Jims. These are all hard and old, and I don't know if they don't look like they've gone moldy. They're just hard. I'm going to try reconstituting one and see if it's edible at some point, sometime. My mom said she would eat some, but that didn't happen. Basically what happened is these are my favorite Slim Jim ever. And then they didn't have them for a long time at Walmart, and it looked like they had stopped making them. Even looking online, I couldn't find them. And then Walmart got a bunch, and I'm like, yes, I'm buying these. And for the first time ever, I felt like I wanted to hog most of them for myself. But I did share a few with some special people. And so there's, down in the bottom somewhere, there's going to be a ton of those. I would have eaten them up, except for they got dried out really fast for some reason. And I don't know how that can happen when you're in a completely sealed package like this. It's like somehow they all had gotten like punctured in a little hole in the corner or somewhere where I can't see. And like this one obviously has some air in it, but it's dry, hard, probably poked its own hole in its own package. But I'm going to be reconstituting one of those. If that doesn't work, I might just sell them on eBay. Someone might want this as a piece of memorabilia or something. I don't know. But also, oh, what is it? It's a different brand of jerky stick. Jack Links, maybe. I forget, but but it's the same form factor as this. I tried it once. Whoa! I noticed what looks like. Is that focusing issues going on? I'm gonna hold still and see. Is it only when I'm wiggling the thing? Because I think they have tried some focus and zoom and tracking. So here, I'm shaking the jerky stick, wiggling the jerky stick. Huh. Doesn't seem to be doing it now. Although, hold on. I'm taking my lens off. I'm watching my stream. I just want to see, does it look better without my wide angle lens? Because if it does, I mean, maybe my lens needs a little bit of a clean. Here. I'm going to wipe my lens off. This is a lens from Dollar Tree, so blame the lens. Wow. Did I nail the positioning on that? Let's wait a second for the stream to update again. Oh. What do you know? My lens needed a little bit of a clean. That looks better, I think. Wait till I sit down again. You know, a lot of people don't know the time it takes for a stream to get to you, for the time it takes, especially if you're not commenting or whatever, or like if they're reading lots of comments all at once, you don't know how fast they got to yours when it got to them. There's definitely delay. I think this, for some people, might find it interesting to see the delay on stream. So this is in a maybe pile. We need to weed those out. We have some pumpkin seeds here. I bought these when I put them on a pizza once. It was because of something that a bishop said about this one girl in our ward who was his niece, I think. They were related somehow. It was in my singles ward. And basically it's like on Halloween she goes and buys it was something funny. And it was only funny if you knew the person, and I don't want to like just sticker up on here, but either way, I put pumpkin seeds on a pizza based on that. He was joking, but I did it. And I just realized something. Pumpkin seeds seem to have an inside. Which, that actually makes sense, because I've seen, like, pumpkin seed, oh, what is it called? I've seen, like, pumpkin seed granola with the green pumpkin seeds, or I think I've seen pumpkin seeds in birdseed. But I never made the connection that the white on a pumpkin seed is the outer shell. Oh, these are just crumbling, so I can't show you the green. Sort of. Can you see the green little bit of seed in there? Well, check my gum out for a second, but I'm putting it back in. I want to see. Is there an expiration date for these things? Oh. Yeah, November 2018. That's old. But let's try one. Are they nasty? Are they rancid? Ooh. Salty. I mean, I'm sure these things last well after their expiration date. That is really salty. It's been a long time since I've had pumpkin seeds, so yeah, I'm gonna toss those. Oh, yeah, there's definitely a rancid slight taste to them. Fortunately, grape flavor. I just saw my container of what is it? Hot pepper flakes. I'm like, what about spicy grape gum? I'm gonna check something really quickly though. So I'm definitely throwing those away, but hey Google, how long do pumpkin seeds last? Pumpkin seeds. These sweet and nutty seeds can be eaten raw and or toasted. They are rich source and value of zinc, magnesium, or valuable nutrients like zinc, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin K. Ooh, vitamin K, blood thinner right there, ladies and gentlemen. Life 2 to 3 months at room temperature, up to 1 year if refrigerated. They were not refrigerated. I assumed that roasted they would still be good, and they probably last longer roasted. Homemade, roughly a week in the pantry. The reason I remember very well that vitamin K is a blood thinner, okay? This is something that... Oh, the stream looks a little funny again. I think it's having problems focusing on stuff. I'm going to take you off. If the quality improves, I'm not putting my lens back on. Where's its little bag? But, vitamin K. So, years ago, easily 8 years ago, maybe, my aunt was in the hospital for some stuff. And there was a, what is it? Oh, yeah. She needed to take blood thinners. And, oh, here, I'm watching. Yeah, it does look a little better without the lens on. You can't see as wide, but I'm not liking the fuzziness around the edges. So anyways, she needed to take blood thinners for some stuff. So it meant that she couldn't have onions, because onions have an unknown amount of vitamin K. And this is something where, like, I was at the hospital visiting her with my mom, and neither of them remember this. Neither of them remember this at all, but I do very vividly, okay? And so she said she couldn't have onion. And I'm like, oh, that's really sad. I like onion. Onion's one of the best. Can't have onion. She can have onion now. That was years ago. I think there might have been something with depression involved and some other stuff going on. But, and she likes onion. Like, she'll put some raw red onion in salad and stuff. Go onion. So, okay, so the junk pile right beneath the basket on the floor with crumbs. Oh, also, I poured out this box of saltine crackers. These are still recent. Those are still good. Actually, I got those with a coupon. We get coupons for Smiths, and a lot of the coupons in there we don't use. In fact, some of the coupons, this is the only reason I go to Smiths now. I shop at Winco, and then I'll go to Smiths whenever they send me a garlic bread coupon, because their garlic bread from the freezer section is amazing. And their garlic bread, like their big, wide French type garlic bread, that used to be good. And it used to taste like the garlic bread from their freezer section, but now it just tastes like garbage. It's not good. Um, so those saltines, there was someone left a coupon for some crackers, one of the Smith's coupons, on the shelf. And these are coupons that they mail to you, and they're like personalized for what you shop for. And I thought that was cool. So then we didn't do it last time, but I've got the cool idea that we can go to Smith's, take all of the coupons, we'll use the ones that we would normally use, and then the ones that we're not going to, we can just leave them on a shelf next to the item. And then someone else comes along, hey, they get savings, a little gift from someone. So we got Orange Crush Licorice. Is it brittle? Actually, no. It's hard, but still a little soft. I bought a bunch of this when I had a hankering, and I didn't eat it as fast as I wanted to. And now it's hard, and Dollar Tree doesn't sell this anymore. You could maybe buy it online, but now I know not to buy so much candy. This is a keeper, though, because you might be able to reconstitute it, and you can suck on it. Yeah, like here's some really brittle. It still tastes good. It's just, this is actually, chop this up into little tiny pieces and suck on them like hard candy. I'm going to try that. Although, you know I'm going to want to chew it, but. So, there's a little piece. Take my gum out. Actually, I'm going to put my gum in the other side. It's not as flavorful as it used to be, but it is kind of softening up. I might have to throw these out, but we'll see. This one's works because it's open. Best by 8, 13, 19. Ooh, 2019. So not as old as the pumpkin seeds, but there's some flavor. Something funny though. I never had Orange Crush until I tried the Orange Crush twists. Made with real Orange Crush. So I like these. These were good. But then, I'm like, okay, if that's good, I might like the drink. And I was working at Dollar Tree at the time where I got these. And we happened to have the powdered version of Orange Crush. And so I'm like, okay. I bought some, I tried it. I hated it. It was gross. More Orange Crush. All 2019. The ones, these other two here that are still in their bag, they're a lot softer. So this will be something that I might try reconstituting. You know, put it in a bag with a little bit of water. See if it soaks them up right. It probably won't. Maybe it needs heat. Because you can moisten up hard bread by like putting it in some sort of a, like if you have one of those glass Pyrex containers for baking, and one that fits in a toaster oven especially, so you don't heat up the whole oven, but you put some canning jar lids on there, and basically you put bread in there, put it in the oven with some water, a little bit of water, and then you steam it. So here we have jelly beans. These are orange / mandarin, artificially flavored. Try one of these. These are going to be a keeper too. It's not very often that I want orange jelly beans, but when I want an orange jelly bean, I want an orange jelly bean. I would have bought more back then, but it's good that I didn't. Because these actually made an appearance in my video where I played that Marvel Avengers phone ring toss. Now I've got hard Orange Crush pieces in my gum. I'm gonna go get rid of my gum really quickly. Okay. jelly bean. Whoa. Yeah. It's the flavor tastes a little different. Maybe slightly more bitter than I remember, but I don't think it's bad. And what? Something fell. I know. I know I knocked something off of the shelf behind me, but oh, can of cooking spray. That's what. Good. Yeah. Jelly beans stuck to my teeth. Uh-huh. So, these are a keeper. Man, sure would have been more fun with people watching, but I get everyone's busy. And this isn't one that I like specifically worked out ahead of time with people to do it. But, oh, whoops. I just remembered, yeah, there were two people I was going to share it with. Here we go. Shared it with them. Let me text one other person. Sweet. All right. Put you back up there on the live chat. So, anyways, yeah, that's a keep. Yeah, maybe they're the same as jelly beans normally are. I don't know. They're definitely not rocks like the licorice is. But I feel like jelly beans have a better chance of keeping everything in. Because it surprised me when I saw someone making jelly beans for the first time in a video. Ooh, hey, looks like there's one watching now shows up on my comment monitor. That's a good sign. Like, you take jelly and you roll it in lots and 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 lots of powdered sugar till it forms a hard coating on the outside. So those will last a little longer, be able to keep their heat or their moisture in. We have some crunchy quichos, giant corn kernels. These are not too old. Woohoo! 99 cents. They were on sale at Smith's. Does it say how... Nope, doesn't say how much they originally were. King of corn, blah, blah, blah. So these are giant corn nuts, essentially. And they're like twice as big as a regular corn nut. These have been opened once, but I'm sure they're still good. They're really dry. Now let's try one. My teeth might not be happy because they haven't liked super hard things lately, but... Tastes fine to me. A little hard, but yeah, they're still good. These I bought. Hold on. Am I getting rancid taste? I know I bought these within the last 6 months. Maybe 7 months. They taste ever so slightly rancid, but they're not as gross as the sunflower seeds. I'm gonna toss them. That's kind of sad. There were some of those that were spicy. Those were good. I ate those up. Here we have some candy canes. I think from our Christmas tree once. We have like a lemon head candy cane and the regular white, red, and green striped candy cane. And Yeah, these are still good. I'll keep these around. I'm not a huge fan of candy canes because it's like a big thing that you have to suck on over time. I like smaller mints and things that can fit in your mouth and you suck on them like a lifesaver or Altoids. Altoids are my addiction. Yeah, so those are keepers. Well, hang on. Let's try them because sometimes peppermint candy canes they go weird and they taste like there's a hair in my throat when I eat one. That's weird. And it looks like I'm having trouble peeling this wrapper off. There we go. But I love mint. Mm, that's good. That's really good. I love that flavor. And candy canes have like a very specific minty flavor that's not in very many other mints. I like it. I'll probably have some more of that in just a moment. Yeah. Now, something funny. Well, funny, kind of sad. And I don't know if this is 100% true. But years ago, I was watching, probably 2018 sometime, I was watching the WAN show with Linus Tech Tips. And there was something going around the news and something about one of his local schools banning candy canes. And he didn't think much of it. He usually doesn't get involved with political or that sort of a thing or make comments on it really. And he's like, yeah, it just kind of went over his radar. Then his wife was talking to him about it, and that makes sense. I mean, like you suck on it, suck it down to a sharp point, and then you poke someone with it. And no, that's not the reason why they were banning candy canes in this Canadian school. They were banning candy canes because they have red stripes and they're shaped like the letter J, so it means the blood of Jesus. I didn't know candy canes were made for that. I've never heard that, but it could very well be true. And I'm just Mr. Ignorant. What do we have? We have some crumbles of water crackers, which I got more water crackers up here too. Water crackers. These in positive are still good, especially since the story of Cars. They call them Cars table water. Table water sounds gross, but it's really just their water. So it's Cars table and then water. So like water crackers. But it's like you have grandma's table and food that they enjoy. Anyways, the story of cars began during the British Industrial Revolution when Jonathan Dodgson Carr set up a small bakery in the city of Carlisle in 1831. Carr's table water in their original form first appeared in the late 19th century as a refinement of the shop's biscuit. Water instead of fat was used to blend the dry ingredients in order to keep the biscuits fresh on long voyages. So, like traveling over the seas. Like, I don't remember. Wait, 1831. So I think this might have been before Columbus sailed. But so this recipe could very well have been biscuits that Columbus ate on his long voyages. Maybe, possibly. However, I know from a bit of history that I know during Columbus's time period, his son, like they would have bread or whatever, and they would eat it at night so that they couldn't see the worms that were in it. It sounds gross, right? But some of those things are fine. Like pantry moths. Um, I think you might get sick if you ate like way too many of them, but just a few here and there are fine. The only problem is they eat up your stuff. But yeah, they're good on long voyages for sailors. So, anyways, back to the thing. Car's table water are still baked today using traditional brick ovens in the proud tradition established by Jonathan Dodgson Carr. If you like Carr's table water, why not try our sesame seed or cracked pepper variety too? I've had those varieties. They're amazing. The only reason that I have 2 boxes of original Carrs, because these ones are less so amazing, but they're still good. I just need to remember to buy some hummus or something and eat them up. Or have them with pepperoni, although I don't like these as much with pepperoni. I like saltines with pepperoni. That's the bomb. Um, yeah, Carr's crackers are pretty good. I do like the slight. I like them. in some occasions. Not as much as they used to. What was I thinking of? Now I forget. Anyways, also the thing, ingredients: enriched wheat flour, which has wheat flour, calcium, niacin, iron, thiamine monerate, which is vitamin B1, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, folic acid. That's all in the flour. Then outside that you have palm oil and salt. So these do contain oil, which is a form of fat, which sounds like they're breaking a little bit from the original recipe, but maybe they did add a bit of oil to the crackers. I still think that it would go rancid, because the alternative for crackers back then was mixing animal fat into them. So they might have modernized the recipe slightly. I don't know. That I would be curious though if there's any information on that. If there's any information as to if they've modernized. I mean, I'm sure like the flour is definitely more modernized with the vitamin B1 and stuff added to it. But could they make an actual original that does not have any fat and does not have the added stuff to the flour? Unless they had that stuff added back in the 18th century. So, I forget why I grabbed these water crackers. Because they're not even supposed to be down there. But I can move these two things that aren't mine, put them there for now, and I'll find a place for them later. But that goes up on that shelf. Oh, yeah, because these right here. The piece of candy cane's gone. So I'm going to try. There might even be some pepper one in here. They're still good. They're just not any big pieces that you can dip into hummus or whatever. So, they'll stay. Could probably grind these up and use them as breadcrumbs for meatballs. I'll have to look up cracker crumb meatballs and see if they're a thing. I'll do that right now really quickly. And the point of this is to have some stuff thrown out. Not all of it, but some. Cracker crumb meatballs. Can you use cracker crumbs instead of breadcrumbs and meatballs? Crackers, crushed up crackers, make an excellent breadcrumb substitute in baked dishes like meatballs or meatloaf. So yes, you can. So there we go. Those crackers are sticking around. Plus, like I said, also, there's not really a lot of fat in them anyways. Actually, let's do a comparison. Saltine crackers, please. Just some cheap Kroger saltines. Something funny. They're now just Kroger. But there was a period where Kroger, there was like the Kroger store brand, and then there was pass on the savings. I don't know if they said it that way or that's the way I read it every time I looked at the box. So it was like you had the cheap store brand, and then you had a cheaper brand undercutting them. And now it's just the store brand at Kroger. It's hard to imagine you'd have a cheaper brand than the in-store brand. But I'm sure it happens. Anyways, so these have enriched wheat flour. I'm skipping over the parentheses. It's very similar to the other one. So they have soybean oil. Comes right after flour. Then salt, 2% or less of sugar, leavening, which is baking soda and yeast, malted barley flour, sodium, sulfate, and enzymes. The real thing we're comparing here is Carr's crackers. So palm oil and salt are the last two ingredients. Whereas here, soybean oil comes before any of the other stuff, any of the leavening and things like that. So I think these do have more more salt, or sorry, more fat in them than the Carr's crackers do. So they could probably spoil a little bit sooner. But let's see, I'm curious. Is there any XP date on these Carr's crackers? I know they're still good because I just ate some. Serving suggestion. Cream cheese probably. Looks like maybe a bit of fresh basil. And a slice of prosciutto? Ham? I don't know. Some kind of a sliced meaty meat. I'm not seeing an expiration on these. This was something where I bought, like, I asked my mom if she'd buy me this big package in multiple flavors that was slightly smashed in from, oh, not NPS. Uh, Dang it, it's like NPS, but it's different. They have a lot of more, like, customer returned or slightly damaged items, hence these crackers being damaged. What is it? Liquidation Team, yeah. So we got a good deal on them from there. Okay. Now these saltine crackers. EP 0522/1 PC. So that's the best if used by date, but yeah, EP 0522/1 P. Oh wait, is it 05 of 22? So January, February, March, April, so May of this year, possibly. And the slash is some weird other code. PC 02072 0225. So at 225, provided they're not on military time. Crackers. Me original crackers. Ours. It's Polly. Polly want a cracker? All hands on deck for the best cracker in all the land and sea. Saltines are a thin and crispy treat. Heave ho toward their crunchy goodness. From old salts to sea dogs, everyone goes overboard for saltines. Polly. And the parrot's got an eye patch too. Lovely, lovely. Something funny. I used to feed these every once in a while as a treat to my birds. More so my later birds. So like Jima, my beloved cockatiel, and who is the Melon, the parakeet that came with her. So I clipped one of these to a stand I had made for them, and they were like nibbling on it. Jima was just doing the normal bird thing that you would expect. Just going in and eating off chunks of the cracker and nibbling on it and having a grand old time. Melon, however, worked his way around so that he could look at the front side of the cracker, and he would specifically identify a piece of salt and then eat it off the front of the cracker. And then, his eyes are on the side, but he would go looking around. Oh, there's one. And he would go and eat another piece of salt. I wish I had a video of that. I'm wondering why Melon specifically went for the salt. So, anyways, but saltines are good. We've also got these here. These are Soliditas. It's basically a Spanish saltine cracker. Do I have the box for these anywhere? I don't think so. Not anymore. Soliditas are good. I like these a little better than saltines. Although I have to double check and try them again and make sure and compare them. They're a little bit thicker. I tried these once because they were in the sale cart at Smith's. They're absolutely wonderful. Also, that reminds me of something. So, there's this one guy who used to work at Smith's. He was a really cool guy. I think he had like maybe a few piercings and a tattoo. He was nice every time that I interacted with him. He was a cool person, right? But then one time I'm on a trip traveling to Washington, and I go into a grocery store, and there's a guy there. This was like in Idaho, I think. The guy looks almost exactly like him, piercings and all, and he worked at that grocery store. I'm positive it wasn't him. Then one time I saw this guy in Dollar Tree, and I'm like, hey, and I explained that to him. Like, I was on a trip recently, could have been me. And I'm like, yeah, this was in Idaho, and the guy was legit working at that grocery store. I'm pretty sure it wasn't you. And he's like, well, so interesting. And we got some, these are relatively new. These are Snyder's of Handover rounds, mini pretzel balls. It's new. It's an exclamation mark. Let me read the packaging for you. These I got within the last 6 months, possibly. They're from Dollar Tree. I only bought them because they looked interesting and they were on sale for 25 cents because they were going to expire soon. Rounds. Have a ball with your pretzels. Light and crispy. Snyder's of Hanover rounds are incredibly delicious. Perfectly poppable. Pretzels. We bake each one into perfection to bring a fun new dimension to snack time. With so many Snyder's of Hanover varieties and flavors to choose from, the only one question is, which is your favorite? Tell us at www.snydersofhanover.com. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Snyders of Hanover. These are probably still good. See, it's a little pretzel ball with salt on the outside. They're nice and soft. Like, they almost turn into a powder when you eat them. July 31, 2021. So, over 6 months ago. Youch. Well, they're not, they'll definitely stay. I'm sure my stepdad or my mom could eat these. The thing I don't like about these versus other pretzels is these have a slightly buttery flavor. And I don't like the taste of butter. Sometimes butter's fine. Like, I heard in culinary school that real butter tastes way better than like the fake butter that is normal butter you buy from the store. And that might actually be true, that I might like real butter because butter smells so bad it makes me gag. Thankfully, we don't really cook with butter in this house, like ever. But one time, I was at I was gonna say Savers. No, it's Costco with my mom and my parents, and they had a sample of some garlic butter spread that was made with real butter, and I tried it cautiously. Like, I didn't want to like be obviously tentative, scared, trying it, make a scene, but I tried it. It was pretty good. I liked it. Anyways, let's move on. We have some sprees and a Nerds rope. These are sadly not chewy sprees. Otherwise, I might eat them or freeze dry them. I used to like sprees growing up, but now sprees are a little too sour for me. And a Nerds rope, I'm sure it's hard by now. Let's check it out. A Nerds rope is it no, it's open. I was gonna say, is it unopened, but it's open. Nerds are a little better than sprees, and I can fit 4 of the little boxes of Nerds in my mouth. But like, they're a little too sour. It's like, no, it's hard. Let's try it. Crunchy, not chewy. Ooh. Yeah, there's sourness. Also gets at my tongue too. Soft, gummy rope covered with tiny, tangy, crunchy Nerds candy. Ooh. Oh. I remember one time, I was on a camp out and I had some Nerds and I was sharing with people. I loved sharing. Like, there was one time where like all of the other boys that were a little younger than me were just like gobbling up the candy that I was sharing. And then one of them was like, hey, you know what? Let's maybe back off a little bit so that he can still have some of his candy for later. And I'm like, no, it's totally fine. I brought these to share. Have at it. I didn't have a lot of candy. But then, so they just kept on eating candy with me. And one of my friends went into the back of our Bishop's RV to take a nap on the way there. And he wasn't fully asleep. But like, one of my friends tried to drop a giant Nerd in his throat while he was sleeping. Might have been a little bit funny. I don't think he wouldn't have choked on it. They're so tiny, but it never happened. And that was let's see. I feel okay. That was with my friend Jesse. Was the one was my other friend. I forget who was trying to drop the Nerd in his mouth, and that would be Jesse E. I won't say the full last name. Anyways. So they're okay, they're just sour. I'll have to find people who like them. I know I have some freeze-dried candy up above, which makes me want to do an experiment where I try grinding up the freeze-dried Skittles and turn them into Skittles drink mix and see how that goes. What's next? Here we have a little screw lid container, and inside it is different stuck together Fruit Loops. I did this thing years and years ago as like a... Oh, there's... Why is there this blue one in here? It's not attached to anything. Well, oh, because there's an orange one in here, and it looks like they came detached somehow. But, like, I used to have a collection of all the different colors of 2 stuck together Fruit Loops, and 1 color of... Oh, don't smell like Fruit Loops much anymore. No, there's a little bit of Fruit Loop smell. It smells like... It smells like chicken soup. Hang on. Do I have a... Where was that? Saving highlight. I'll have this for later. Smells like chicken soup. But yeah, I had it in a different container, and then moths got to it. So this still has some semblance of being whole. I even had 1 combination of the 3 stuck together. So that can be saved, but maybe put somewhere else. I might make some kind of display out of this. Like, could trap these in resin. They wouldn't look the same, though. I might not want to do that. Maybe put them in a frame behind some glass. Anyways, what do we have? We have more sprees. Are these chewy? I don't think these are. These are bulk sprees. Chewy sprees were my favorite. I liked them better than hard sprees. Here's a lemon one. Ooh. Okay. Chewy. Yep. Sour. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Oh. I'm not really a sour fan. I think I used to be a little better with sour. If I really have to, like, I can put 2 warheads in my mouth and suck them all down. But I try and not. Same thing with spicy. I like spicy stuff, but not really in certain amounts. Like, if I'm having... Ooh, now I want a Rancheritos burrito. That's sad. I'll have to make my own burrito, or I think I have a burrito in the freezer. Not nearly as good as Rancheritos. But, like, I like a little bit of spicy in food, like a burrito or something. But, like, just chips that are spicy, like Takis, no thank you. Here we have some hot tamales, fire and ice. Chewy cinnamon and cool mint flavored candies. I thought it was weird to think of a chewy mint candy, because I don't think this was on stream, but when I was at Dollar Tree, maybe it was, I bought some gummy spearmints. They were like the gummy orange slices, but spearmint. That was weird. I didn't like how sweet they were with the sugar and stuff. Maybe if you made those sugar-free, sure. With classic hot tamales. I know these are old. I'm sure they've dried out, but I'll save these and try them in a vid. Is there a date on here? Ah, here we go. Best by, 2020. 02-2020. So they expired just a little over a year ago. Great. Those are in the keep pile. Next up, we have some up to 8 limited edition flavors of Dum Dums, plus the mystery flavor. I wonder if it's really a flavor that's like complete mystery, you have no idea, or if this just means that it could be one of these flavors, but you don't know. So what do we have in here? These, I'm sure, are still fine. Oh, free of major allergens. See details on back. Aha, so we have hot chocolate, sugar cookie, sugar plum. That sounds gross. I don't like plum. Apple cider. I think apple cider is just hot apple juice with cinnamon. I like making apple juice warm and putting peppermint tea bag in it. That's good. Mary cherry, red and green cherries. I don't like cherry. Polar punch. That one's going to be pretty gross too. Gingerbread could be okay. Interesting to think of it being hard, but it might just be like a ginger candy. Although they're going to try and make it sweet a little bit too. And Green Apple Grinch. Over 20 pops. I gotta see. Little pop, big smile. That's true. You know, you can get stuff with Dum Dum wrappers. One of my friends said you get something free at Dollar Tree if you save up so many wrappers. That's not true. You do, however, get a coupon on their website. Bummer. Like, once I finally went to their website to see what I get for all the Dum Dum wrappers I had saved up and it was a coupon, I'm like, no, I want something for free. I don't want a discount on a Dum Dum plushie. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy the Dum Dum Man. I don't love Dum Dums that much to have a plushie of the Dum Dum Man. I don't need a Dum Dum plushie. But, see details on back. Where's the... store in a cool dry place. This product does not contain peanuts, tree nuts, milk, eggs, fish, shellfish, wheat, or gluten. It has been manufactured on dedicated equipment. Manufactured by Spangler Candy Company, Bryan, Ohio. I didn't know Dum Dums were made by Spangler, because they make like some of the... They might have been the brand that made that candy cane I was eating some of earlier. So that's something for a video to try. I'll probably grab a friend and we'll taste them all. Do they have an expiration date? Probably not. Food needs to meet the requirements of Fat Tom, the mnemonic, in order to have bacteria and stuff grow on it and go bad. So, like, it needs to be, first of all, it needs to have a good amount of food source. It needs to be food for the bacteria to grow. It needs to have the right acidity level. So, like, lemons and things with lemon on them won't go bad as fast, although lemons can still go moldy. Or like citric acid would help. Or like spicy pepperonis don't go as bad. Spicy things, like pepperoni pizza will last a little longer supposedly than cheese pizza. But spice definitely helps. But those things can still go moldy. So acidity has to be right. Don't ask me why spice counts under acidity, but it does. Isn't like capsaicin an acid though? Maybe that's why. But what else? So acidity, then it needs the right amount of time to grow. So if you keep it cold or frozen or too hot, you don't give it time to grow, you won't get as many germs. Then it needs, temperature needs to be right. So like I said, too hot, too cold, it won't work for growing bacteria. Oxygen needs to be right, so that's why packaging things in vacuum sealed packages helps. And then, what else? Moisture. If it's too dry, germs won't grow very well. So those have to be right for germs to grow, but some germs can grow in some of the extremes. So those are a keep. Those are for a video. I'll get someone together sometime and we'll taste them. What else? We got some, rice crackers stuck to a bag of soft stripes. These are probably still good. Let's find a small piece. These are the, these are the Bob's Sweet Stripes. These are good. I like the other candy cane better, but these are good too. And they dissolve quicker. Although not quite as fast as the soft, round ones. Those are a keeper. I need to put those somewhere where I'll eat them down. And then eventually they'll just be Altoids, unless I find a mint that I like better. A bag of puffed rice that I've only had a little bit of once. I used to love Kashi puffed rice as a kid. And have it with rice stream, which is rice milk. My goodness. I've just now realized that rice milk with puffed rice is a double rice. That's weird. Mom, you're always complaining about flour and water with flour and water. Whenever I would do that, like put pretzels in my spaghetti and then wrap it in tortilla. There are some other things too that are like specifically legitimate combinations people eat that Mom calls flour and water or flour and water. Well, how about rice with rice? How about that? That's another thing that I want to save as a little Save a highlight. Okay. So these are still good. They're extremely dry and puffy. I bought these on sale at Smith's for 50 cents. They were $3.49 because they're like some organic something by, who's it by? Arrowhead Mills. Puffed rice cereal. It's simple. No shortcuts, just great tasting puffs and 17 grams whole grains per serving. So those I can eat. They need something to go with them, and I don't know what, because I don't like milk. There's a slight taste in milk that I like, and then there's a taste that comes after that I kind of don't. I'm not allergic to milk. We just didn't eat milk growing up. I'm totally fine with that. I'm not a milkman. Maybe I'll try Rice Dream again, or maybe I'll try some almond milk, because I genuinely like almonds. So maybe I'll have these with some almond milk. Although it probably wouldn't be my breakfast, because like anytime that I have cereal for breakfast, usually I had it without milk. And it was, I would be hungry pretty quickly just eating some Honey Nut Cheerios all by themselves. Or Honey Nut Scooters, actually, the knockoff. Maybe I was just missing milk all this time, and that's what would have kept me full until lunch. I doubt it, but that's a thing that I may try. So those are a keeper. Ooh, look what we have here. It's a peppermint candy cane cup. The gross kind of peppermint, though. I did not like this kind of peppermint. Let's give it a lick. Yeah. Oh. Yuck. It's overly sweet. It doesn't taste like peppermint. It tastes like weird sugar, and I don't like it. Even straight sugar is better than that. I thought this would be good for like having peppermint apple juice because it's a cup that makes the apple juice peppermint. It's not very good. It's a novel idea, but make it out of a better candy cane, please. And then I would use that. That's going to be a toss. I might set a fire in it and watch it melt and burn up. That'll be fun. So, that's a toss. However, the container it's in is still good. So, what are we throwing away so far? This. We're throwing away this. And we're keeping a whole lot more. You'll see in a moment. Once we put everything back there, we're going to move up to the next shelf and organize it. I love the idea of the highlights, though. I'm just realizing I can pull out some fun little highlights from this video and have them be short things, and people don't have to watch. Look, it's 2 bags of Tootsie Rolls that never got separated. I wonder if there's enough Tootsie Rolls in here for both. It's supposed to be 4.9 ounces each. No, sorry, 4.19. Here, let's see really quickly. Grab our kitchen scale here. Old Tootsie Rolls, I've only had them once, but they are amazing. I remember when I was a kid, the only time I'd really get candy as a kid was from Halloween. I didn't eat lots of candy as a kid, but I liked some candy. But I remember one time, it was like a month before Halloween was coming up, right? And I found some Tootsie Rolls in the house. I'm like, the only way that these would be in the house is if I got them from his Halloween candy. It means that somehow I missed them or they were hiding for some reason. I ate them. They were amazing. Year-old Tootsie Rolls, baby. So these are essentially year-old. They do feel hard, but also they've been inside their package for a while. Those were loose on the shelf, so it might not be the same. But these will be tried in a video. Man, I haven't had Tootsie Roll in so long, and now I kind of want one. I like their chocolatey flavor. It's a unique chocolatey flavor, too. When do these expire? Also, try and get all the Tootsie into the bottom of the bag. Wonder where the name came from, too. 01 2020. So, wow. I know I bought these before I disappeared from my channel. So, easily 4 years ago. Anyways, kitchen scale. We're not on a level surface, I know. Alright, so we need to see 4.19 ounces. Grams, ounces, and pounds. These are like 4 5/8 ounce. So, close enough. It means there is one package of Tootsie Rolls worth of stuff. These were in like the discount, or these were in the throwaway, because like people probably wouldn't want them, but I'm like, I'll buy those for a slight discount. And now I have them, and they're old, and so we get to enjoy old Tootsie Rolls in a video. Bring a friend along and try them. Those are keepers. Okay, here we have some everyday bowls. I bought these one time when I was on a wedding, because we didn't have any disposable bowls with us on the trip, and so I went and I bought these. We were in St. George for my stepsister's wedding. So I bought these from Walmart. Paid way more than I wanted to for some bowls. And then these are strong. Looks like 8 pounds they can hold, and they're soak proof. Yeah, these are just a great value every day. I bought them, and then I said, these are mine. I'm putting these somewhere where if I ever need a disposable bowl in my house, I'll have it. But they're mine, and I won't just give them to everyone else. So, these are a keeper. What do we have? Ooh, I know what this is. This is rock candy. Unflavored. Just sugar. I love the giant, beautiful crystalline structure of this. I want like some crystals like this that are just crystals, but red, so rubies maybe. Some crystalline something that I can put on display. It's just so beautiful. These ones are a bit dusty, like they've been getting ground up a little bit and roughed up. Here's a little piece. Let's taste it. I'm sure they're still good. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of the mint first. Close enough. Ooh, there's a hole in the side too. They poked a hole in this. Yeah. Not bad. It's definitely better than the candy cane cup. Like, I prefer these if they have a bit of lemon or orange flavor. Maybe some of the other flavors would be good, but most of the time the flavors that rock candy's flavored I don't like. There's even a little tiny fleck of orange in here. So they're not bad. And it's not a weird, nasty sweet like the candy cane cup is. That thing is disgusting. Candy canes that taste like that aren't really candy canes. They're just nasty. They shouldn't be manufactured. Stop making one. Okay, okay. I don't like them, but look. If there is someone out there who actually genuinely likes that specific flavor of candy cane, yes, make them for that one person. Or however many there are. So those are still good. We have chocolate orange. I'm willing to bet this is bad. It's got like where the chocolate has like powder look to it. How long do chocolate oranges last? They only last 1 to 2 weeks and shouldn't ever go in the fridge or freezer. They're fancy like that. You can definitely eat them past the 2 week mark, but they might not taste their best. The sooner you eat them, the better. I need to find out more, because does chocolate go bad? The answer surprised us. A crumpled bag of baking chips in the pantry, the linen closet candy stash you forgot about, the kids' old Halloween haul, a fun-sized piece in the glove compartment. There are a few things as exciting as discovering a piece of surprise chocolate from who knows when. But does chocolate go bad? Eventually, but not in the same way more perishable foods do, such as dry dairy or produce do. Milk chocolate can be an issue, I've heard. How long does chocolate last? There's no easy answer to this question. The type of chocolate, its quality, and how it's been stored all affect shelf life in general. Chocolate tastes its yummiest before its best by date, and even a little after. But it's safe to eat it for way longer. The quality of the chocolate has a lot to do with its lifespan. Store-bought big brand chocolate that's made with artificial preservatives will go bad sooner than the high-end stuff. The heck? Premium organic usually goes bad faster than. Why? Why did you pump the chocolate full of preservatives just to have it go bad faster? That's backwards. The heck? Yo, let's save this as another moment. Save highlight here. I don't know how that feature works yet, but we're learning. Hopefully I capture the highlights of the stuff I want. Let's read on before I eat this thing. And tastes nasty. It's melting in my hand. Put you down. There's probably also 2 different brands of chocolate orange in there. High quality chocolate can even improve with age, just like wine. You can think of flavanols, it's natural preservatives. Think flavanols, it's natural preservatives for that. They're what gives dark chocolate its antioxidants. First, let's talk types of chocolate. The higher the milk content, the quicker the expiration date. Sorry, white and milk chocolate lovers. Semi-sweet, bittersweet, and dark chocolates have better chances of surviving a long stint in the pantry. Here are some guidelines. So milk, we're shipping over white. I don't like white chocolate. We heard we're supposed to trade this in for dark now that we're grown-ups, but we refuse. This creamy treat can stay at peak quality for up to a year at room temperature or longer in the fridge if it's unopened. If the wrapper or the bag has been torn, you have 8 to 10 months to use it. Oh, this is probably bad. Dark chocolate unopened bars should last at least 2 years. If you've already helped yourself to a few squares, it still has 1 year left to go. If you don't devour it by then, that is. The question though is, are you gonna get? Because like some foods go bad doesn't mean you're gonna get sick. Just means it's gonna taste bad. Belgium chocolate, as if we need to tell you to eat it in a timely fashion. Belgium chocolate will only last at room temperature for 1 or 2 weeks. Double its shelf life by popping it in the fridge. Or kick it up 2 months by putting it in the... How to tell if chocolate is bad. Chocolate's expiration date is really just an indicator of when its quality will start to decline. If it looks, smells, and tastes normal, you're in the clear. Cracks or dots on the chocolate may signal it's a bit stale and has seen better days. If your chocolate has significant discoloration or mold, it's ready for the trash. Before you scarf down or toss away neglected chocolate, consider what you're going to do with it first. Older chocolate may taste off to snack on solo, but it could still work nicely baked into brownies or cookies. Be stricter with snacking chocolate than with chocolate you're going to melt and repurpose. Also keep in mind that chocolate with ingredients like nuts or fruit can be more susceptible to expiration. The more ingredients it contains, the quicker it'll go bad. If the filling or crunchy bit spoils, it won't matter that the chocolate is still good. Use your best judgment before indulging. So the white stuff is either sugar boom or flat boom. Can you eat expired chocolate? If the package is unopened, it can last for months past its expiration date if it's been stored at room temperature, or even longer if it's been in the fridge or freezer. Although it can be safe to eat months or even years after its best by date, you may notice differences in its taste and appearance. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. Your chocolate's golden years may have passed, but as long as it looks, smells, and tastes relatively normal, it's safe to eat. I am looking for orange. Nothing about orange on this page. Google. I literally clicked on that very specific page because you had orange listed. Let me go back to my search. Oh, it says they only last 1 or 2 weeks and shouldn't ever go in the freezer. Hmm. There's a question on how fresh something is on Amazon. Chocolate covered oranges, healthy recipes blog. That looks like legit oranges covered in chocolate. Hmm. Well, must include oranges. Thank you. I'm not finding anything for like the store-bought chocolate oranges with the cream in them. Anyways, let's move on. So let's see. I mean, it smells a little funny, but then again, I don't know what chocolate's supposed to smell like. By the way, I have a strong gag reflex. So if I start coughing and gagging, I'm going to probably go and toss up in the sink. Also have a burp coming on. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know if it's dark chocolate either. The reason that I knew that like milk chocolate was the worst offender, not only was it like the milk content thing, but like I remember Rhett and Link trying an old MRE and there was some milk chocolate in there, and so they didn't eat it. Um, the outside tastes. Um, hmm. It kind of tastes like bitter chocolate. Yeah, actually, I was gonna say there was a slight. Oh, it's like the chocolate has gotten a little more bitter than it used to be. Because I've had really bitter chocolate and it leaves that powdery, dark tasting. Let's break it open. Oh, there's no cream in this? I had a big bite. I thought these had cream in them. Hmm. Eating more of it, eating the thicker part, tastes okay. Hmm. It doesn't taste like orange anymore. I'm licking it to see if like the powder on the outside is what I was tasting, and I can't tell. Hmm. I'm not a huge chocolate fan. Hmm. It's okay. Ooh, hang on. There are two brands in here. I remember one of them was Brex, but I forget the other one. Because, yeah, look at this. So, I ate this one, this kind, and then there's this kind. It's melting in my hands. It's not good. I want to see on my stream thing. Come on. Show me the chocolate. See if I can see it. Hang on. I'll just bend up here and look at the... You can kind of see, you can see the difference. I'm jumping forward on my phone to get to live. Yep. Ow, my legs. You know what? I think with how long this has gone on, I'm going to stop at this one section here, so let's quickly get through this bottom section. We need to try this other brand. Is this other one good? Not quite as dark. It's 5% sweeter. There's maybe still some orange flavor in this. Yeah, that one is definitely still slightly orangey, but probably nowhere near as orangey as when I first bought it. I'm going to claim these are okay. And I'll, like, offer them to people like my mom or whatever. She's not big on chocolate oranges. That one had a slight creaminess to it I don't really like. Almost a slight milky flavor. I don't like milk chocolate, but yeah, I'm not gonna say whether it's hard to tell if that's bad or not. Let's get some more of this good mint candy cane here. Ooh, I'm not liking that. The darker one was way better. But get me a mint before I trigger my gag reflex. Some good candy cane. That'll help. So let's quickly get through. In fact, a tea-ball. Tea strainer. Never used it. I always have pre-bagged tea. So we have this old Utah fruit box here. We're going to put our junk in it. We got big seeds. Pumpkin seeds are gone. These opened quinchos are gone. This candy cane cup minus the container, that's gone. Container will leave with me. Here we have some other quinchos. Crunchy. Unopened. Let's try these. I bet these have gone bad too, but we'll try them. They smell rancid. I'm not tasting that. Thankfully, rancid to me just smells very bitter, and it doesn't like make me want to vomit. So that's gone. Oops. Don't mean to be rough with my my cereal. Fruit Loops. That's the word I'm trying to think of. We have some mush of candy that I made. Watermelon peanuts, maybe? Yeah, watermelon. Ooh, watermelon peanuts. Have I ever done a video of those? They're really hard to make. Or is that not? No. Oh. No, yo! This is the good stuff. It's a clump. But, look. You see, it's supposed to be two colors. Oh, you can see right there. Garlic candy! I put garlic in hard candy once, and it's amazing. It tastes like roasted garlic. Garlic. Oh, this is so good. It's my Or it's like almost like a creamy garlic sauce, like spaghetti. Like wow. Hot. Ew. It. For some reason, it just like went really soft and dissolved away. That's weird. I know I have some more of this on the upper shelf. That's good. That's a keeper. I like I like that. Most of the people I've had try it didn't like it. Or like one person, I think it's okay to say this. It was the I'm friends with the manager of the Provo Food Bank, Bruce. He tried it once and said it was um he said that he didn't like the garlic candy because the sweet part of it he didn't like. So what else? Ooh, we have some Skittles Sweet Heat. I'll have to see if anybody likes these and give them to them. I didn't care for these the one time I tried them. They are old, but they should still be okay. Candy like this generally lasts a long time. Um, Best by April cut off. Here we go. Best by April. That's also cut off too. Darn. Well, I know these are several years old though. I might try freeze drying these, but those are something I can give to someone. They're a keep, but maybe put in a different spot. Okay. Oh, look. A Fooky fortune cookie. This is really, this could very well be as old as 2015. Let's see what my fortune is. The cookie's probably nasty by now, especially since the wrapper doesn't particularly feel like it held up. I have a whole entire thing of fortunes. I'll put it right up there for now. I wish I would have kept out which order I got them in, but sometime I'll do a video where we just dig through all my fortunes. I also used to like fortune cookies more than I do now. It's a little bland. Unless I just can't taste it because I'm eating other stuff. There's maybe a slightly stale flavor. I don't need to eat the cookie for the fortune to happen anyways. At least I don't believe that. Try a new hat for a change in looks. Be creative. A suggestion. I kind of like the suggestions are actual good advice. Candy stuck to my teeth. Yeah. I kind of like those a little better than I do the, whatchamacallit. Uh, oh, yeah. I like those a little better than I do, like, the mystical ones. I get a lot of people think it's fun to be like, oh, your love of your life will come to you the next day, or I get that. I just don't like those as much. But they're okay. Or like once my mom was watching this film, short film, I forget what it was called. It was really wonderful and sweet actually. This young couple was kind of arguing in a Chinese restaurant, and then there was this Chinese guy listening to them with some old looking headphones in like some other room with a typewriter. And after listening to them long enough, he typed something up, and then the little slip went into their fortune cookie, and then they read it and like didn't break up. So what do we have? Here we have. Ooh, are these? Please tell me these are still good. These are some of my favorite things ever. Oh no! I'm not gonna eat that. Garlic pods. Hang on. No, don't. Yeah, that's definitely stale. I didn't think these had oil in them, so I didn't think they could. But yeah, they're stale. Surprisingly, they went stale. Garlic pods are freeze-dried garlic. Winco used to have these, and it was one of my favorite things ever. And I would just snack on them, and it was so good. They were $8 a pound, so I never had them very often. Even though freeze-dried garlic is pretty light, and then they never had them anymore. That's definitely a toss. However, and this is more candy cane pieces. Mm. That tastes like it's absorbed other flavors. I'm going to toss it. Oh, I'm suddenly not feeling too good. I'm not going to die, though. It's just... I need something... Let's eat a saltine. Try and wash the flavor out. Hold on. Not a saltine. Those aren't open. A Solidita. These should still be okay. Ew. That's better. I should not have eaten that garlic pie. Anyways. So the container stays, although it's missing the fork. It's one of those containers that has the lid. So, yeah. Container can go get washed out. It's also separated, too. I wish I still had the fork for it, but I don't. You know, this reminds me of something that bothered me once at Dollar Tree with a coworker. I don't remember their name. I wouldn't try and identify them specifically if I wanted to. But there was one customer who was like, she wanted this container, but she wanted a different color. But like the one that had the right color was like the wrapper was missing and the utensils were missing, I think. And there was another one that had the right color still wrapped up but didn't have the utensils. And she was like, I wonder if I can swap these around and get the one that I want. And I was like, oh, hey, I can go ask the manager for you. He's just right in the office. I'll happily do that. So I think I either brought them over with me or I just described it. But I went and I knocked on the door and I'm like, hey, what about this? A customer wants to know. And he's like, we can't do that. I'm like, okay. So I went back and said, sorry, manager says we can't do it. And then my coworker's like, oh, give me just one moment. I'll go talk to him. And I'm just thinking, he said no to me. What makes you think he's going to say yes to you? Sure enough, he said no to her too. All right. Here we have, these are just going to toss immediately. Here we have some who knows how old Duros. These are those red hard wagon wheels that you see that you deep fry them and they puff up. I like Duros occasionally, not old Duros. Here we have another container. What's in here? Oh. Here we have some 34-degree crisps. I can't tell. I don't know what these are supposed to smell like. I'll have to taste one. I think these ones are a little off, but it was probably what else they were with at the time that made them go. Because I have some other ones that are maybe a little less old that are still good. Those are a toss. I'm getting tired and hungry. Alright, last little bit. This is an obvious keep, although it could probably be stored somewhere else. Is it not? Making sure yet, but it's not cracked. Here are some bulk sesame sticks. These will go rancid, but I don't know how old they are, so let's smell them first. Those are rancid. That's a toss. Some rice crackers are a toss. A loose piece of popcorn. Blue quarter of a Fruit Loop. Here's all the Cali inspired. Let's find out how many of these I have really quickly here. I'll try and reconstitute them once. But then after that, they'll probably be like an eBay memorabilia thing. Petrified jerky. So there's 2 in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, a random grape dum-dum. I think 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, hey, 2 watching, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I was going to say this one felt a bit soft, but no, it's not. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I knew we'd get over 50. 53. So there's 54 if you count the one that's somewhere over here. I think this is it. No, this one's not. The other one I had was more bent and cracked. So 55 of those things. I'll try reconstituting one at some point. If not, I'll see if maybe I can sell these on eBay. Even if I sell them for $1, it'll be making some money. They're hard and brittle, and yeah, they just went hard too fast on me before I could eat them. I don't know why. And also, I got tired of the flavor. Those are staying for now. All right, let's put everything back really quickly. Oh, wait, hang on. 56. Okay. All right, so, oh, whoops. Cinnamon Imperials, Red Hots. I'm guaranteed these are still good. I'm not much for hot cinnamon candy, but cinnamon is very spicy in that form, so they're still good. We also have some popcorn bags. These don't look like any bugs have gotten into them or eaten them away. Popcorn bags are still fine. So, let's put everything back.